All right. Hey. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bestie Finders Office Hours. We are excited as usual. Look, it is Wednesday, and
It's Wednesday.
I'm here with my bestie, Dr. Lisa. What's up, girl?
Hey, how you doing?
Look, I'm doing awesome and amazing, right? So look, it's always good when you can be both. Like, and let's just do that all the time. That's all we like around here. Awesome and amazing, or awesome, yeah, all of that, all together, all of that. So look, our bestie, Doctor, not doctor, but Coach Nayala. She may or may not be with us, so y'all, if she pop in, just look, she can join the conversation. We just welcome her right on in. All right, so bestie, what we got going on for today?
All right, so this week we are talking about the disconnect that you might be in the right place and still not the right place.
Ooh,
And what I mean is that sometimes we know what our calling is. We're in the right industry, we might even be in the right building, but
mm-hmm.
not in the right role or the right place. And the disconnect is not that we don't have the opportunity to be in the right place for us. It's we may be lacking in the self-awareness that it's almost right, but it's still misaligned. It's almost right, but almost right is not right.
Gotcha. No, I love it. I love it because the one thing I always talk about when we're sharing about the gifts is that the one what happens is so many of you guys take assessments and personality assessments and just all different kinds of things, but you really never know what to do with them, right? And so you find out and be like, oh, okay, well, I'm a tiger. All right, yeah, I don't. We don't know what that means. We know, and so when you tell me that, in my mind, I'm going to see a tiger, and that does not look like you, right? A tiger doesn't look like you. But now, if you tell me that you're an exhorter, I'm going to start thinking about who that is because of their personality, the way that they act, they talk, how much they love, how much they cheer people on, and I'm going to immediately begin to imagine who that person is, and that's in my circle or people that I've met or even myself, like the things that I do. And so that is really, I say, you have to become aware. That is the key to understanding your giftedness, right? And so once you take these assessments and you become aware, and so when you take our assessment, my gifts ID, you we talk about what motivates you and that awareness is what's important once you do that, right? And so that's what happened for me. So I totally get that. Like when I found out what my gifts are and I started operating and becoming more aware of how I move. And it just allowed me to become exactly who I am today. And I'm happy about it. I'm glad, I'm joyful about it. And so that is very important because you may find like in certain areas or certain industries, you may be good for real estate, but the thing about it is you're thinking about doing real estate because of the money, right? And you get in there and oh, everybody say, oh, you look like, yeah, you got the look. I'm like, what is that? So when they were talking about me being a real estate agent, you got the look. I'm like, what does that mean? How does a real estate agent look? Right? And I've seen some real estate agents that, I mean, on all different types of levels. But anyway, but when you can get in it and it doesn't fit who you are, can find in that industry and you can still make good money being who you are in another when you become aware of the skills that you embody, you know what I'm saying, and you can take those and you can do the transaction coordinator, you can be whatever else, like they have, I didn't even realize they just have people who will get their license just to be able to go and show property for somebody else, like an agent who cannot, who's just so busy or have another of some sort and they cannot get out to go, but you want to send some to go show that particular property, but you don't want to send nobody out there that's got a sour face, you know what I'm saying, and has the personality of whatever, whatever they may describe that as, and they don't show up as you or as you want them to, like very friendly, loving, whatever, direct, blah, 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 whatever. And that person doesn't match, what you actually need. So definitely, same thing with nursing. You don't have good bedside manners, turn over, get out, show up, sit up, and they're going to report you. You get reported on every week because they don't like the way you talking to them. But you got into nursing because it makes good money. You make good money, but you're not gifted at it, right? And so, but when you become aware of your giftedness, you're going to be able to know how to line that up with the things that you really need to be doing. So we're not saying that the place that where you are is not a good place. You just not in the right place. Just like you said, like you just said. So find another space or place in that industry that your gifts line up with, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense.
It does, and that's very important because we, excuse me, we often, I know I did, and a lot of my Caribbean family does. You get sent to college with a list of acceptable titles, and you don't even realize how big the world is, or as my sons would say, you don't know the height of Mount Tai. And so you go in, and it's like you're in a narrow field that you got to be doctor, lawyer, surgeon, chief something something. You know what I mean?
Professor, NASA.
Exactly. But within all of those industries, there are lots and lots of different ways to show up and be who you are and be happy in that role. So maybe you don't want to be a trial attorney. Maybe you want to be a legal assistant. Maybe you
Exactly.
want to be the judge.
Or maybe
Maybe you
exactly.
just want to write contracts.
Exactly. Don't want to deal with people. This is what you need. You know, exactly. Or you might be the one, I just want to help people who are in dire needs, who are constantly being taken advantage of. So I want to be whatever that type lawyer is, somebody who just want to take those kind of cases. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And for whatever reason that they may be, but that because if you're interested and you are drawn to that type of position, it has everything to do with your giftings, everything to do with your giftings, right?
Mhm.
So you're absolutely right. And so when people tell you that, when you say your family, like the Caribbean family members tell you you're nothing less than, or you gonna be kicked out the family. Now
You
your
better have
feelings hurt.
already made your millions before you come back with a job that doesn't fit into those, those
Okay,
titles. Because
exactly.
you have to come with the proof.
I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so that's what we love. I love helping people to figure that out, and not just like this young lady I was talking to on yesterday. And so she felt like, well, maybe I could just scrap everything and just start over from scratch. I was like, girl, that's years of building. Let's figure out again. Y'all know I love to brainstorm. Let's figure out that part that works for you, the part that you really like doing, and that part that doesn't. So we can help you to figure out who that partner needs to be, or who, what that business is that you need to collaborate with to take care of those things that don't bring you joy. Because again, we also know that we have to do things that we don't like to do, especially when you are an entrepreneur, or a supervisor or a director or a mother or or a wife, or a husband, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you are dealing with, you find that person who does like to do those things, right? And they close by y'all. They really are. Y'all just don't have those conversations because you don't know how to have those conversations. You don't really know that you need to have those kind of conversations. And then when you see somebody show up in that area that you feel like that you're not that good at, now you want to feel threatened. No, just understand that that should be your partner. All right, that your partner in whatever life, I ain't gonna say crime, but business, or whatever. They're good at that. Let's match that together. Let's match make. When you're really talking about matchmaking, and let this be a match made in heaven, right? And so everything will get done. Everybody be happy. The business or the project or the marriage or the life or whatever that you're working on is going to be successful. And everybody's going to be happy. It's going to be a win-win situation. they don't know to do that because they don't understand that this is a thing. Your giftings and understanding is the most important piece of any type of relationship. It's important. So go take your gifts assessment. Shoot. Let us help you. Okay, stop
Dean
playing.
Kathy has
Y'all been
spoken.
wasting enough time.
I said Dean Kathy has spoken.
All right, go take your gift assessment. By the way, there is a free version. It's a little mini gift assessment, so we can get the party started, y'all. And why you keep ending up in the same, in the same place or worse every year. Why you feel like you start seeing some traction and then, it kind of falls off, right? We want to help. We want to help. And my thing is, I've been talking about that for a while, right? I've been talking about it for over 16 years. Okay. And y'all not really thinking that because you're trying to follow somebody else and follow that pattern. That's not your pattern. That's not your jam. That's not your now. Their results is what you want, and that's why you are following up behind them, doing all the things and everything that they're telling you, because those are the results that you want. But if you don't have the work, you don't have the giftings, you don't have the gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the people skills. You don't have all the different things that you need to pay attention to. You don't have those things like they do, or you're just chasing your tail. So take the gift
And it might be
assessment. Go
entertaining, but it's not a good use of your time.
at that part, Dr. Lisa. And you can only be entertained for so long, okay?
There you go.
And you're gonna get tired of that. You're gonna get sick of that because you keep seeing the same old thing. Keep eating the same old cracker. You know what I'm saying? Same old
No
cracker.
matter how good the cracker is, it's gonna get a little tired after all.
It's gonna get a little stale, y'all. It's gonna get a little stale. You're gonna want something else. And so, but if you tap into your own cracker, that cracker, you're gonna be looking forward to it every single time. All right.
And you might come up with some dip that you didn't know that you had.
Hello? So yes, okay, right, and then so now you're pairing that particular cracker that you have with this particular dip, and so y'all don't mind collaborating that cracker with that dip. So think about that. Think about that in partnership or whatever it is that you're working in. And we're not saying for life. It could just be for that particular thing that you need to get done. Mm-hmm. Right? But then you may find out, like Dr. Lisa and I, that we were a match made. Like we ain't going nowhere. We don't build something outside of that thing we started working on. Right? Mm-hmm. We started out with Woman University, even though we still work together very closely in that. That's how we came up with Bestie Finder. Right? And so I'm telling you, and the stuff that she's doing, it has really Bestie Finder is evolving so beautifully, y'all. So I cannot wait that y'all be on the lookout for us to have our online open house, and so we can show you guys all around and everything, and just have some fun with you all. So just look forward to it. So do we have a link, Dr. Lisa, for them to?
Sure do. You can grab your free quick scan right here at bestiefinder.net/scan me.
Scan me. bestiefinder.net/scan me. All right. Go scan me. All right. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. So we see Coach didn't make it in. But anyway, we know she's loved and she's missed. All right. On today. But Bestie, I so appreciate all the work that you do and the things that we have coming up for 2026. And we want to help you guys. So be on the lookout. We have our open house coming up probably in the next couple of months. And also we're going to have our first whiteboard meeting. And so we're going to have this big brainstorming session on you. Yeah. We're going to brainstorm your particular business, project, whatever it is that you want, whiteboarded, brainstormed, so you can walk away with the things that you need to help you along in that particular situation. All right. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. That's the thing I love to do. Yep. And so we're going to tell you the truth. We're going to whiteboard you all the way. All right. All right. Dr. Lisa.
And on that note, we see y'all next week. Thanks.